Okay, chapter 15.3, buying on terms. Buying on terms means if you go into a shop and you want to purchase something but you can't afford it just yet, you have to work with a few terms in order to pay it off. First of all, you need a deposit, you need a weekly payment plan, and a set amount of time that you're going to pay it off. Work example 3 shows this. So the cash price of a computer is $2,400. It can be purchased on the following terms. You have to place a 25% deposit and regular payments of $16.3 per week for 3 years. Now it's actually asking you to calculate the total cost of the computer purchase on terms as described. So the first part is we need to work out how much you're going to put on a deposit. So we're going to write deposit. Now deposit's going to equal 25% of that 2,400. So to work that out, we say 25% of 2,400. Now to work it out, you're going to say 0.25 times 2,400. All we've done is move the decimal here to here. Okay, so 0.25 times 2,400. Otherwise, a quarter of it, which is $600. The second part is your total payment. Okay, now total payment, we know we're going to do it for $16.73 per week. Now there's 52 weeks in a year, and we're going to do it for 3 years. So that's the first bit we have to do. When you put this into your calculator, you're going to have $2,006.09, and you're going to have 88 cents at the end. Okay, that's your total payments that you're going to put on top of it. But you haven't looked at your deposit as well as your total payment. So our total cost is going to be your deposit plus, so your deposit plus your total payment. So 2,609.88 plus your $600. Now this ends up being $3,100.09.88. So overall, that $2,400 computer cost you $3,209.88 or 88 cents. So over those 3 years. Another example of buying on terms is the following. The cash price of the car is $14,000. It can be also be purchased on the following terms. 15% deposit and payments of $60 per week for 5 years. Calculate the total costs of the car purchase on terms as described. So very similar to the question you had previous. The first thing we need to do is find the deposit. So we're going to write deposit. Okay, now the deposit is 15% of $14,000. Okay, and once again, it's 0.15 because we're moving the decimal from here to here. Okay, times by $14,000. When you put that into the calculator, you're going to end up with 2,100. The next step is to work out the payments that you're going to pay off over the time. So total payments, total repayments. Okay, so we've got $60. We're going to do it for 5 years, and there are 52 weeks in a year. And we end up with that. Put that into the calculator, and you're going to end up with $15,600. Okay. Then we have to obviously do the total cost. Okay. Now, if you remember, the total cost is your total repayments of $15,600 plus the $2,100. Okay. You're ending up with $17,700, and that's your total cost. Okay, work example 4, slightly different, but just as easy. A diamond engagement ring has a purchase price of $2,500. Michael buys the ring on the following terms. He's got a 10% deposit with a balance plus simple interest paid monthly. So monthly at 12% over 3 years. So there's a few things going on here. Okay, so the first thing says calculate the amount of deposit. B is what is the balance owing after the initial deposit. Calculate the interest payable what is the total amount to be repaid, and find each monthly repayment. So we're going to do that step by step. So the first part is calculate the total amount of deposit. Now we've got $25,000 or $2,500, and basically we're going to times it by 10%. Okay, so the way you're going to write that is times by 0.1. When you work it out, it's 10% of 2,500 is $250. So that's how much you're going to deposit first. The second part is what is the balance owing after the initial deposit. Well, basically you've got your initial cost of 2,500, and you're going to take away your deposit. So take away $250, and that is going to equal $2,250. Part C, we're going to do the interest payable. So again, we're going to use our interest PRT over 100. Okay, we know that our principal now is 2,250. We've got our rate of 12%, and we're going to put it in as 3 over 100. Okay, for that you're going to end up with $810 for Part C. That's your interest payable. For the total repaid, all we're going to be looking at is getting your balance. So balance, and we're going to add on to your balance your interest. Okay, so we know that our balance was 2,250. We know our interest was 810. So therefore, we're looking at $3,060 when you add them both together, and that's how much you're going to be repaying. For Part E, it's actually asking us how much we're going to do on monthly repayments. Now we know we have to repay 3,600 from question D. We know it's 3 years and monthly, which gives you 36 months. So all we're going to do is 3,060 divided by 36. When you put that in the calculator, you're going to have $85. So that is actually all we need to do.